In the United States, almost 27,000 people have died from COVID-19, making it the country worst affected by the outbreak. But it's the words and actions of President Trump still dominating the headlines. He's been heavily criticised for halting funding for the World Health Organization. Here's how it started.
Today, I'm instructing my administration to halt funding of the World Health Organization while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of the coronavirus. Everybody knows what's going on there.
While world leaders, diplomats, doctors have criticised the announcement, this is what the World Health Organization itself had to say earlier.
This is a time for all of us to be united in our common struggle against a common threat, a dangerous enemy. When we're divided, the virus exploits the cracks between us. We're committed to serving the world's people and to accountability for the resources with which we're entrusted.
And this is the reaction from the editor of the Lancet Medical Journal.
Well, the World Health Organization's primary role is to defend the health of the world's population. And a crime against humanity is a systematic attempt to hurt the health and well-being of a population. President Trump has clearly committed that crime.
Well, as well as accusing the WHO of a cover-up, President Trump said it failed to adequately assess the outbreak when it first emerged in the city of Wuhan and accused it of trusting China too much.
The WHO willingly took China's assurances to face value, and they took it just at face value, and defended the actions of the Chinese government, even praising China for its so-called transparency. I don't think so.
Well, let's hear China's reaction to that.
The current global pandemic is grave. This is a critical moment. The US decision will weaken the WHO's ability to handle the pandemic and will undermine the international cooperation against COVID-19. All nations, including the United States, will suffer from the impact of the decision.
And Kerry Allen has been monitoring Chinese social media for us.
China and the US have had a very difficult relationship going back to early January when we were first hearing about this virus. And it was very much the case that, we were hearing Donald Trump calling this the Chinese virus, that Chinese media were wanting to give the impression that the US was not cooperating, it was pointing the finger. And so now that the US has suspended funding for the World Health Organization, this really increases this line in China. And people are very angry about this. They're seeing the US as not being cooperative, very much Donald Trump distancing himself from everything and wanting to point blame rather than helping other countries. And so now I'm seeing a lot of lines on social media platforms like Sina Weibo with people saying that he clearly doesn't care about other people's feelings and that there's a lot of anger towards him and a lot of concern for the US people.